Good morning all. Today I'm looking at ThruNite's head torch, the TH10, and this one has been sent in a neutral white colour. Okay, let's open the box. And we have a user manual, also a little brochure of other ThruNite products. Here's the torch. Okay, that won't come out probably because there's a load of head straps and whatnots behind, which indeed there are, so that's that. And in here we've got the usual pack of spare O-rings and what looks like a push button seal. So the torch itself is an interesting T-shaped design. The single 18650 cell runs across in this rear battery housing section, and then the lamp is at the front. We have a Cree LED there and an orange peel reflector, and then there's a single push button here which just has a click feel to it. Now this is all mounted in a rubber piece here which has these two rings which the torch is pushed through, which gives it the ability to be angled up and down. And then from the rubber triangular piece we've got the straps, which are stretchy, they're elastic, and they're fully adjustable, and then there's a little T-shaped adapter piece at the back. So that's the torch itself. Now just for the moment I've taken the torch out of the rubber holder so that we can take a look at just the torch on its own, and I'll now fit a cell, an 18650 cell. This is a ThruNite 3400 milliamp hour cell. So we unscrew the end which has the word open on it, so let's do that. There's an O-ring there of course to keep moisture out, and then we'll put the cell in there. I'll just have a look at which way it goes because I don't know yet. Now the manual says insert the battery with the positive terminal pointing the battery tube, but that's a little bit ambiguous. Pointing into the battery tube or pointing out? I think it's in. But interestingly, the spring down in the bottom of the tube has a larger diameter end in there than the actual cap, and yet the positive is designed to go down into the tube and the negative will sit against that cap, so it kind of looks a bit back to front, but it is back to front. You put the positive down into the tube. Let's do that now. So positive into the tube, negative is showing on the outside. Screw on the cap, and then Firefly mode is press and hold, and there's Firefly mode. If I now switch off and switch on normally, we've got the three brightness levels: low, medium and high, low, medium and high. And from any brightness, if you double click, you get turbo mode. Now some of ThruNite's torches have two buttons, a basic on and off switch and then a mode switch, and others have this single button that does everything. And I think for the head torch, the single button makes a lot more sense because you're likely to be controlling this with just one hand. So I do like this single button that does all approach. I think that's very good. And this one on the head torch has good tactile feedback. It has quite a distinct click. So if you're operating it without actually seeing what you're doing, you're going to get a good feeling that you've actually pressed it. Of course, you'll also see the light coming out of the torch, which helps too, I guess. Now, there's one more mode. If I switch it on and then double click to get into turbo mode, double click again, we're in SOS mode. There's no strobe on this flashlight, but there is SOS. Okay, let's take a very quick look at the specification. It's a Cree XML2 LED. Firefly mode runs for 65 days. Low is 11 lumens, medium is 172 lumens, high is 490 lumens. Turbo is 750 lumens, which runs for 118 minutes. SOS, of course, is also 750 lumens because it's basically running in turbo mode. Working voltage 2.7 to 12 volts. Single 18650 battery or two CR123s. And then the remaining information is down here. So here it is on a head, or at least for the moment just a pudding bowl because it's easier to show how it works here. Now interestingly, it's very easy to lift up like that but it doesn't go down so easily. It actually stays up really well. You can push it down like that. It's very interesting that it will stay at the angle you set it, so I think that's really clever. I haven't quite worked out how that works yet, but it's something to do with the way the torch touches this rubber mount. But yeah, you can tip it up really easily and then adjust it down to whatever angle you want. So how's it look on my own head? Well, judge for yourself. Now it's also completely waterproof, so doing this is not a problem at all. It works fine. So at night this is really handy because it lets me wander about and use the torch on my head to keep my hands free, in this case to use the camera, so I can check out what's going on over here, and the solar panel bank there, and right down the bottom of the garden where it's really quite dark. What do we have here? A bucket full of stones, and there's the shed. So yeah, this is really handy. Now that's on high, so let's just cycle through the brightnesses. That's low, medium, high, low, medium. Was that high? Well, that's certainly high there. And if you want to know what I look like wearing the torch, well, this. Dazzling the camera. So here's the ThruNite TH10 on ThruNite's own website. The neutral white model here is currently showing at $43.95, and I'll put a link to this page in the description, and also some links to this item on Amazon in different countries.